up, y'all? It's your girl Manikiana. So I'm here with my infamous mannequin. That's where Manikiana comes from. I am Yana, and this is my mannequin. I have a style head mannequin. I have so many mannequins, y'all. A little bit of cosmetology, a little bit of fashion meets a little bit of graphic design. Put it all into one. That's your girl Yana. So yeah. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the mannequin that I have here. Something that you can use to learn how to practice braiding hair just for your own sake, or if you actually want to start a business with braiding hair. Okay? So the very first thing that you'll need, of course, you need to get you some braiding hair, especially if you want to learn feed-ins or, you know, just adding extensions to your braid. You want to get some Canicolon hair. Of course, you can buy it from the beauty supply. A jam too for like parting or whatnot. Right now I don't really have jam, y'all, but I just have this like styling gel or whatnot. And of course you need like a comb to help you part. This would not be the best comb to help you part. Yes, it does have the rat tail end, so that could be of use for parting. But the comb that I actually use to part, I'm not really sure where that is at the moment. And this is the mannequin that I got off of Amazon. And this is supposed to be real human hair. This is the mannequin that mimics a real human's scalp, so you can part it all over however you need to. Have like a table where this can fit in between here, because you're gonna fasten it up with this here. So this screwy part is, so let's say the table is in here, you move this up, and then this will go up and it'll keep the grip on the table. Pull this up right here. You see how this lever is going up more? So just fit it to fit the table size so that, you know, it's not loose. So I'm going to do that right now for this table. Okay. I would say that's pretty tight right there. So then at the bottom of here it has a hole, so you're gonna stick that onto here, and like you want to kind of screw it. It has like these little grooves inside. There's like 1, 2, and 3 in there, so you want to fit it to fit the grooves on the mannequin, basically. All right, so she is on there pretty good. And also they do have this feature right here, and this makes her wobbly. If you really, you need to motion your mannequin however you need to move her more, you would loosen this up. But if you want her to be tight and in one position, you keep it like this, and then she doesn't move as much. But I like to keep it a little bit loose in case I do like need to just move her head from side to side, you know what I'm saying? So there's hair. This texture hair, it's like, it's kind of on the natural yet silky, like frizzy side. So I believe they do have other mannequins on Amazon that has more of the like 4A, 4B texture. So basically, if you get the mannequin with the more fuller coarse hair, the 4B, the 4A, that will be more beginner friendly. If you get the one that I have, it's fine, but you really have to learn on your grip game. Like, it's either or. So if you want more of a beginner friendly, get the more coarser hair, because it already has a grip in itself. But if you get the one that I have, you're gonna be working on your grip game, honey. The colored pieces to the hair, and I actually just learned how to do this, So yes, the color is in a little bit further back. I just really learned how to do feed-in braids, but I'm not an expert. So we're actually going to be learning and practicing together. So anywho, I'm gonna show you guys how to part, because a lot of girls are like, how do you even part? Like, you have to part to even start braiding, right? Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take, you see this first tooth? Usually when you have the first tooth of the comb, that's what's helping you part. Or if you like the rat tail comb, you can use the rat tail comb to help you part with this thing, but you just have to be careful with it because you don't want to like accidentally poke yourself or jab anyone or stuff like that. So I'm not really a super duper fan of this type of comb, but you know, whatever. So what you do is you take the first tooth and you kind of like dig it. You like draw a line. So think of it as like drawing. Think of it as a rake and think of it as a pencil. So you're gonna drag the main tooth and draw it like a pencil, right? And then all you're gonna do is, as you're separating it, use one hand to separate and use the comb to separate the other. Then you take the full comb and you rake it, or you comb it to whichever side so that you can get the part that you desire. Okay? And then if you have like pieces where it's like not super duper straight, you can definitely use the rat tail end and, like you said, draw that line and continue that perfect, you know, parting. But there you go, that is my parting right here. This was another part that I already did in the hair or whatnot. So that's basically how you part. It depends on how you want your braiding pattern to go. So say you want to do like a diagonal part, right? So because I tend to do diagonal parts when I'm braiding. So let's say for instance you want to make a braid right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go from where you parted on that angle, and you're drawing that line. You're drawing a diagonal line. You're taking this and you're splitting it like that. Hope y'all can see that. Okay. So once again, let me show y'all again. So you're taking the main tooth, right? And you're starting from this middle part, but you're doing it diagonal. So we're going against this way. Diagonal meaning at an angle as opposed to going straight back. So we're going to take that tooth and we're going to draw it back just like we're drawing a line. Then we're going to split it with one hand. Then we're going to move that with the other hand, right? And then we're going to, you know, just comb it out to get the part that you need. And sometimes even if your part is like bulky and like curling up at the top here, that's where your jam and your gels can come in handy, so you can hold it down so, you know, it don't curl back up or whichever. And another trick that I learned actually in braiding class is you can take your jam or your edge control and you can actually put it in the part that you're trying to make. So like, let me show you guys. I'm not sure if it'll work with this, but let's just say we're going like this, right? It just like helps you see it better. So you're gonna take the jam or the gel and put it in the part that you're trying to create, and then it just helps you see it better. So then you're like, you can take your rat tail side and just guide it. You just gotta eyeball it really well, that's all, when you put on the product. Now this won't be super duper perfect, just even in the way that, you know, how the manufacturer made this mannequin, but it'll be the same even for your hair. Like, we're not always gonna get super duper perfect parts, just as long as you know, straighten it the best way you can. So now you can see the part is way more, you know, defined now. And then you can even go in and make it like that. You see, you can just clean it up better. So when you have like the gel or you have the product, it just helps you see it better, and then you can make the part more defined. If you're just like really, you know, tedious about that, the front and leave the rest down. So how you would do that is, I'm gonna turn it this way now. Let's say we wanted to make the halfway point here, like we wanted her braids to stop back there, right? So what we're gonna do is, back where this part of the scalp we can see, we're gonna use the front of the comb again, and we're gonna draw that line. As we're drawing the line, we are separating the hair with our hand and with the comb. See that? I hope y'all can see that. Y'all see that? We just separated the hair. If this is our part right here, and this is how we can separate the hair. So if you got like a scrunchie or a rubber band, I got a little rubber band right here. So you can just rubber band this up and get it out the way, okay? Because a lot of time when you're braiding, you're going to be separating the hair, and sometimes you need to, or even a lot of times you have to like separate the hair so that it's out of your way and that you can start braiding, right? So that was the halfway mark, just like that. You can use the front tooth or you can use the rat tail. I do like this first. I rake it through with the front comb, and then if I want a really precise line, then I'll go in with the gel or the jam and then use the rat tail in to define it. If you really, you know, desire a really sleek part. Now, I'm just going to show you guys a couple of braids that I've done in her hair, done for you guys to see. Should have put that in there, but anywho, so like right here I was doing a design like this. I did from the middle of her head to go up and to go over and down. I had the same pattern before, right here, going up and over. That's what used to be here, but I took that down. And then yep, here and over, and then it goes from here and down, and then this is where I added in the blue hair so you guys can see that really well. So I did one in the front and then did a halfway mark and did one right underneath that. So that is it for the first installment of braiding practice with Yana. If you guys have any braiding suggestions or any braiding questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll see you in my next one. It's your girl, Manikiana.